will take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
To throw is Smith.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They certainly thought they had an open book beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here we go.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Throwing now is Gino.
They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
They'll run for it with Pacheco.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Play action. Here's Hurts. On the move past the 40.
And finally down at the 36-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now. Throwing is Hurts.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Calling a gain of a yard. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Silver, ready?
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Great. Hey, let's go.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Second and a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Hurts.
Rolling to his right.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kaiser White.
And the Titans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. First and 10.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Off of play action. Here's Smith.
Pass complete right side to Bowers.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Geno now to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Titans.
Isaiah Pacheco.
73 yards.
And the Titans will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Hey, 73. No touch.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Kaiser White.
And the Titans are going to take over here up near the 40.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
That's to Bowers once again.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a run with Pacheco.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Raiders' 34-yard line.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Here's the clip.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
3rd and 9 here.
Now Gino.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Rough incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Go Silver, ready? Alpha, Alpha, Alpha. Crowd left Yeti. Delta.
Back to throw here. That is caught. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Great, set.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
Hey, 73. Hey, easy, 63, back. Crowd left Yeti.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
98 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15. First down.
Play action. It's Smith. Flush to his right.
And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now it's Smith. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Bowers. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Titans.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Second and 10.
53.
And it's straight. It's Pacheco.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Don't touch. Tiger Hornet. King, Tim. Let's go. Trimmer. Hey, easy. 63, bad. 63. Go Silver, ready?
They'll set up to throw.
Finds Pickens out right.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
He hits his target, Lockett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Pacheco once again.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good call there on first down, and Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wound up picking up positive yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Hunter now will go in motion left.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Hey, here we go, Sunday. Here we go.
Pacheco.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Smith keeps it on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Geno Smith scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Titans continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Well, Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Throwing is Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That interception, maybe the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. 125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep...
And he will score! Touchdown, Titans! Isaiah Pacheco with his second touchdown of the afternoon. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but it takes him all the way into the end zone.
Raiders, nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Hey, 73.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So no gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Alpha. Hey!
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
63.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this fourth quarter.
Smith going to throw it.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
A give right side for Pacheco.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.